Hey everyone, I'm Hillary. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're heading far beyond the shoreline to discover how giant offshore oil platforms are built in the middle of the ocean. From giant steel structures to the incredible technology that keeps them operating safely, I'll take you through every step of this amazing engineering journey. Let's dive in.
Thousands of kilometers from the nearest city, far beyond the coastline, there are places in the ocean where nothing seems to exist. No buildings, no roads, no signs of human life. Only endless blue water stretching toward the horizon. Yet hidden beneath this vast ocean lies one of the world's most valuable natural resources: crude oil, natural gas, energy that has remained trapped beneath layers of rock for millions of years. But unlike oil found on land, finding offshore oil is far more challenging. Engineers cannot simply start drilling anywhere they choose. The search begins years before a single piece of steel ever reaches the ocean. It starts with science. Specialized seismic survey vessels travel across carefully planned sections of the sea. Behind each vessel are long cables called streamers, extending for several kilometers across the water. Powerful air guns release carefully controlled bursts of compressed air beneath the surface. These sound waves travel thousands of meters through the ocean and deep into the seabed. As the waves strike different layers of rock, they bounce back toward the surface. Sensitive underwater receivers record every returning signal. To the human eye, the information appears meaningless, but inside advanced processing centers, powerful computers transform millions of recorded signals into detailed three-dimensional images of the Earth beneath the ocean floor. Geophysicists spend months studying these images. Every fault, every fold, every underground structure. They search for one thing: a geological trap capable of holding oil and natural gas. Even after identifying a promising location, nothing is guaranteed. An exploration well must still be drilled. Only then can engineers confirm whether commercial quantities of oil actually exist. Sometimes, years of research end with an empty reservoir, millions of dollars invested, only to discover there is no recoverable oil. But, occasionally, everything comes together. The seismic data is correct, the geology is favorable, the exploration well confirms the discovery. Beneath the ocean lies a reservoir capable of producing energy for decades. That discovery changes everything. Geologists, reservoir engineers, structural engineers, marine specialists, environmental experts, construction planners, thousands of professionals now begin preparing for one of the largest engineering projects on Earth. Because finding the oil was only the beginning. The next challenge is even greater. How do you build an entire industrial city in the middle of the ocean, where there is no land to stand on? That question has driven some of the greatest engineering achievements in modern history. And the answer begins, not offshore, but in one of the world's largest fabrication yards. The discovery has been confirmed. Beneath the seabed lies a reservoir capable of producing millions of barrels of oil. But before a single drop can reach the surface, an enormous challenge must first be overcome. The offshore platform itself must be built. Contrary to what many people believe, these giant structures are not built in the middle of the ocean. They are built on land, inside massive fabrication yards that stretch for hundreds of acres. Here, thousands of engineers, welders, pipe fitters, electricians, crane operators, and quality inspectors work together for months and sometimes years to construct one of the largest industrial structures ever created. The first structure to take shape is the jacket, a gigantic steel framework that will eventually stand on the seabed and support the entire weight of the platform. Made from thousands of tons of high-strength steel, every beam is cut with precision. Every weld is inspected, every connection is tested, because once installed offshore, there is no room for mistakes. As the jacket grows larger, construction begins on the top side. This is the heart of the platform. It contains the production equipment, power generation systems, living quarters, control rooms, helideck, fire protection systems, water treatment facilities. and everything needed for hundreds of people to live and work safely in one of the world's harshest environments. Piece by piece, huge process modules arrive from different manufacturers. Some weigh hundreds, others weigh thousands of tons, using giant crawler cranes. Each module is carefully lifted into position with incredible precision. At the same time, kilometers of piping are installed throughout the platform. Thousands of electrical cables are pulled through. Cable trays, valves, pumps, compressors, generators, gas turbines, and sophisticated control systems are connected one by one. Nothing is left to chance. Every weld undergoes non-destructive testing. Every electrical circuit is verified. Every pressure vessel is inspected. Every emergency shutdown system is tested repeatedly. Even the living quarters, the kitchens, sleeping cabins, medical facilities, and emergency lifeboats are fully installed long before the platform ever reaches the ocean. Months pass, sometimes years. Slowly, the platform transforms from individual pieces of steel into a fully functional offshore production facility. By the time construction is complete, the structure weighs tens of thousands of tons, far too heavy to lift using ordinary equipment. Moving this engineering giant to its offshore location will require one final challenge, an operation so complex that only a handful of specialized vessels in the world are capable of performing it. The platform is ready. Now begins its remarkable journey across the open ocean. After months, and sometimes years of construction, the platform is finally ready to leave the shipyard. But building it was only half the challenge. Now this massive steel structure must be transported hundreds of kilometers offshore, to a location where there are no roads, no foundations, and no margin for error. The journey begins aboard enormous transport barges and some of the world's most powerful heavy-lift vessels. These specialized ships are designed to carry structures weighing tens of thousands of tons across open oceans. With the platform securely fastened, powerful tugboats slowly guide the convoy away from the fabrication yard. The voyage can take several days, sometimes even weeks, depending on the distance offshore and the weather conditions. Every wave, every change in wind, and every ocean current is carefully monitored, because moving a structure of this size requires absolute precision. Finally, the installation vessel arrives at the designated offshore location. The first structure to be installed is the jacket, using one of the world's largest offshore cranes, or in some cases a launch barge. The enormous steel jacket is carefully lowered into the sea. Slowly, it disappears beneath the surface, guided by advanced positioning systems. The jacket is placed exactly where engineers planned years earlier, but simply placing it on the seabed is not enough. The structure must now become part of the ocean floor itself. Massive steel piles, some longer than a football field, are driven deep into the seabed through the legs of the jacket, using powerful hydraulic hammers. These piles anchor the platform against powerful ocean currents, towering waves, and hurricane-force winds, with the foundation now secure. Attention turns to the top side. This is the most dramatic phase of the entire project. Heavy lift crane vessels carefully raise the enormous topside, weighing tens of thousands of tons, high above the water. Every movement is slow. Every adjustment is measured in centimeters. Dozens of engineers monitor wind speed, load distribution, crane stability, and structural alignment in real time. After hours of careful lifting, the top side is gently lowered onto the jacket. The two giant structures become one. But the work is far from finished. Engineers connect electrical systems, production equipment, communication networks, fire protection systems, control systems, and subsea pipelines carrying oil and gas from the wells below. Every valve is tested, every cable is inspected, every emergency shutdown system is verified before a single drop of oil is produced. Thousands of individual tests are carried out to ensure every system performs exactly as designed. only after months of commissioning, inspection, and safety verification can the platform finally prepare for its first production. Years of planning, engineering, construction, and installation have all led to this single moment. The platform is ready. Now, for the very first time, it will begin producing the energy that helps power the modern world. After years of planning, thousands of engineering drawings, millions of working hours, and one of the largest construction projects ever undertaken offshore. The moment has finally arrived. The platform is ready to begin production. But before the first well is opened, every safety system is tested one final time. Control room operators carefully review every display. Emergency shutdown systems are placed on standby. Fire and gas detection systems are verified. Communication systems are tested. Mechanical, electrical, and instrumentation technicians complete their final inspections. Nothing is left to chance. Because offshore, production never comes before safety. With authorization given, engineers slowly begin opening the production well. Deep beneath the seabed, reservoir pressure pushes crude oil and natural gas upwards through the production tubing. Within minutes, the first production fluids arrive on the platform. But this is not pure crude oil. The flow contains natural gas, water, sand, and other impurities carried from the reservoir. Inside, massive production separators. The fluids begin their journey through a carefully controlled process. Crude oil is separated from natural gas and produced water. The oil is treated to remove any remaining water before it is transferred into storage and export systems. Natural gas is compressed and either exported through subsea pipelines or used to generate electricity for the platform itself. Produced water undergoes multiple stages of treatment before meeting strict environmental standards. Throughout the entire process, thousands of sensors continuously monitor pressure, temperature, flow rates, and gas concentrations. Every reading is displayed inside the control room and in real time. If a single parameter moves outside its safe operating limits, automatic protection systems respond within seconds. This constant monitoring allows the platform to operate safely, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, often for decades. Once processing is complete, powerful export pumps begin transferring the crude oil through subsea pipelines or into shuttle tankers waiting offshore. From there, the oil begins another remarkable journey. It travels to refineries across the world, where it is transformed into gasoline, diesel, jet fuel, lubricants, asphalt, and the countless products people use every single day. Yet behind every barrel of oil is something far more important than steel or machinery. It is the people. The engineers who designed the platform, the welders who built it, the mariners who transported it, the crane operators who installed it, the technicians who maintain it, the control room operators who monitor it, and the offshore crews who dedicate weeks away from their families to keep it operating safely. An offshore platform is more than an engineering structure. It is the result of teamwork, discipline, innovation, and an unwavering commitment to safety. From an empty stretch of ocean to one of the most advanced industrial facilities ever built by human hands, every offshore platform tells a remarkable story. A story of determination, a story of engineering excellence, and a story that continues every single day, far beyond the horizon, helping power homes, industries, and economies around the world. That is how giant offshore platforms are built in the middle of the ocean.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this documentary, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who loves engineering and technology. Your support helps us bring you more incredible engineering documentaries from around the world. I'm Hillary, and I'll see you in the next documentary.